For Splodinator.com, I'm Noobs. Welcome back already, guys. There's been some huge NX rumors / leaks that have come out, so I really wanted to talk about all of that stuff. Now, this starts a little ways back with a post from a user called Trevelyan9999 over on NeoGAF. I hope I'm saying that name right. I can never quite remember how to say Trevelyan. I need to watch GoldenEye again, obviously. Anyways, he posted what was supposedly a leak from an insider at Nintendo that detailed the 3DS's lineup for the rest of the year, plus some NX details. Now, he was mod verified, but it was still, unverified source and all of this. But then with the Pokemon Sun and Moon announcement, it effectively confirmed what he was saying in these leaks. So, this is huge. We never get leaks from Nintendo, so this is a big deal. Let's just quickly go through what was said in the Pokemon announcement first, because that's pretty exciting too. So, Pokemon Sun and Moon have been announced for 3DS for Holiday 2016. They didn't show any gameplay on these things, just some concept art and people working on computers. So we don't have a great idea of what this game looks like. Presumably it is a new gen of Pokemon. They break them up by generation, mostly based on whether there's new Pokemon in the game or not. And this appears to be a new gen. Seemingly, this is the end of third version Pokemon games. Remember, Black and White went into Black and White 2 rather than Gray. And we had X and Y and no Z or Z, as I say. Oh, and most exciting for me personally was that they announced that when you catch Pokemon in Red, Blue, and Yellow, which just came out on 3DS Virtual Console, you'll actually be able to move them over to Sun and Moon using Pokemon Bank. So that was kind of the one thing that was stopping me from getting into those, and now I'm sold. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, but the reason why this announcement was so important, because let's face it, we get a Pokemon game every year or two, was that the code name for these games was uncovered. There were some image files on the official Pokemon website that revealed the code name for these games was Niji, which apparently means rainbow in Japanese. Believe it or not, there was a Pokemon Niji listed on Trevelyan's leak for release the end of 2016, effectively confirming this leak. So let's get into what was actually said there. So the big NX news in the leak is that NX in some form is coming Holiday 2016 along with Zelda NX. Zelda Wii U becoming a cross-gen title, similar to how Twilight Princess was handled across GameCube and Wii. There was also a bunch of marketing budget numbers that came out as part of this leak, including $10 million for Zelda Wii U, but that may be changed over to handle NX depending on launch timing in 2016. So it's not totally clear. Now remember, the GameCube version of Twilight Princess came out a little ways after the Wii version. Maybe we're looking at a scenario like that again. Or maybe the Wii U version will come out earlier or at the same time. That's undecided at this point. And then we had the 3DS release list through 2016, including several unannounced titles. Now this is Nintendo funded and first party only. In addition to, I think, some givens here. There were several that were simply codenames, starting with a smaller budget game called codename Caviar F, coming spring or early summer. And then in the summer, we've got one codename Torte City that's supposedly a bigger budget title, core gamers all ages. Speculation on that one is it might be Yokai Watch 2, which would make sense. Also in the summer, codename Cadillac, unclear on what that is. Fall and holiday, 3DS hardware price cut, that's big news right there. And then probably the most interesting title on this whole list, codename N-Stars. Now I've read that Stars has been used as a codename in Mario Party games in the past, but with this being called N-Stars, you have to think this may be an amiibo game. Nintendo plus Mario Party, more of a Smash Party using amiibo, or something more along the lines of a Skylanders game where it's more of like an action title using your amiibo. Totally unclear what that is, but that is by far the most tantalizing of these unannounced games, in my opinion. It is strange, though, if this is an amiibo game, why would it be coming out on 3DS where so much of the user base doesn't even have amiibo functionalities on their systems, as opposed to either a Wii U title or an NX title, which to me would be the most obvious place for this. Kind of wonder, maybe that ends up being cross-platform or even cross-generation, if it is in fact an amiibo game and not just another Mario Party game. And then, of course, coming in fall holiday as well, Pokemon Niji, aka Sun and Moon. There's your big reveal. Alright, so what does all of this mean? We're getting NX this year. So, boom, my prediction confirmed right there. I like to see that. But it doesn't tell us what version of NX. Is this going to be just the home console version? Because there's a fair amount of unannounced 3DS titles coming out this year, including a mainline Pokemon game. Maybe the handheld version of NX waits till next year. But then again, Pokemon Black and White came out around the same time as 3DS. And we even got Black 2, White 2 after that. So the Pokemon franchise follows its own patterns. You can't really expect it to line up too much with Nintendo's hardware changes, I guess. But then again, because they didn't show any footage from the new games, maybe that means those titles will be cross-gen as well. Or maybe NX will even be backwards compatible and they'll just work on that system. It's all up in the air. And then, of course, we've got Zelda NX coming. Again, expected, but another one of my predictions coming true. I think this was the obvious choice to go, and what was best for the NX and the Zelda franchise. You don't want to kind of leave that sitting on a platform where very few users are ever going to play it. You might as well get your money's worth on the game budget, bring it over to NX as well. They have to keep it on Wii U, considering all the promises they made over the whole development cycle of this game. They absolutely would be coming to Wii U. So, again, not surprised, but pretty excited. NX this year, guys. And one more thing, guys. Many Bothans died to bring us this information. This Trevelyan guy, he's since deleted these posts from his personal website and YouTube channel, nintengen.com, if you want to check it out. His source is, he probably could be easily found out considering the details that were released. But we get so little information out of Nintendo these days. This kind of leak is such a big deal right now. We know practically nothing about NX. It's all based on rumors, these few leaks, vague comments made by Iwata now 1 and 2 years ago. So this is huge. Like, it's finally happening. I hope they don't wait until E3 to finally fully unveil NX. There's got to be something before that. You're killing me, Nintendo. Let's see it. Alright, let me know what you think of all these leaks. Are you excited for this stuff? Do you feel like this is all a big spoiler and you wish it had been saved for E3? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.